As a coach, I've seen elementary and middle school teachers often struggling when it comes to teaching math. I think, and again, this is just my observation, many elementary educators go into the field with a love of literacy, but yet teaching math is just as important. We also have to teach our students to develop that literacy in math. I have found, particularly at the elementary and middle school level, that it is most helpful to develop an understanding of what concrete, representational, and abstract learning looks like, CRA. So when you are presenting a concept in math, you first want to present that concept concretely, such as with learning blocks or counters or something like that. Then representationally is a picture. And then lastly, this is when you bring in the abstract concepts and you bring in the formulas. But now there is also the traditional gradual release model of I do, we do, you do, or to establish student engagement right from the start to do you do, where students struggle in trying to solve the problem or the concept before you teach them anything. And then you discuss it as a group, the methods that they chose to try to solve it. I have not been sold either way. Both have merits when it comes to teaching students math. Although I do not question the primacy of CRA. I think CRA is key. Again, presenting concepts concretely, representationally, and then and only then abstractly. So now let's say you are a math teacher and you need to develop a lesson and you're totally on board when it comes to CRA, concrete, representational, and abstract, but yet you want to try some different ways of releasing control to students. So let's say you might want to stick with the traditional I do, we do, you do, but let's say you also want to look at what a lesson would look like if it was you do, we do, I do. So I took my AI Have a Life Teaching coaching bot and I fed that into the prompt for a sixth grade standard lesson objective related to ratio and students being able to represent and solve ratio problems. And this is what it gave me. So as you can see there, the objective is pretty straightforward. Students will be able to represent and solve ratio problems using concrete, visual, and abstract reasoning, that CRA model that we keep talking about. And then I asked it to create a lesson script or a lesson prompt where we're following more the traditional release model of I do, we do, you do. And then, like I said, the non-traditional, which is letting students productively struggle right from the start with you do, we do, I do. And so here in the traditional I do, we do, you do model, that it recommends that when looking and trying to solve ratios, that the teacher start by using counters with students, then that the teacher proceed to creating a representational drawing of a ratio table, and lastly, presenting the numerical reasoning. But again, that's not the only way you could present CRA. You can definitely do you do, we do, I do. I have a podcast, Have a Life Teaching, and I actually had Peter Liljedahl on the show recently talking about the you do, we do, I do model in math. So I will link to that below in the comments as well. Here you see students doing the productive struggle first, where they're trying to solve it on their own, given a recipe challenge. Then the teacher facilitates discourse around what the students thought, how the students attacked the problem, that collective reasoning. And then lastly, the teacher does the explicit teaching of the concept of ratio formulas and ratio problems. My name is John Shaberi from Have a Life Teaching. I help teachers teach and school leaders lead. So if you are looking for support, whether it's support in integrating AI or general coaching support, if you're a teacher, I offer a direct messaging service on my subs account, and I will link to information about that below. Let's say you are interested in accessing my bot. I am offering that and my coaching combined to teachers for $19 a month. Let's say you're an administrator. If you are looking to either create your own GPT, like I did for my coaching, to put forth and to move forward your professional development initiatives, I hope you reach out. Or again, if you're just looking for a thought partner in how to provide that ongoing instructional support to your team, I do hope you reach out so we could discuss partnership.